Now on CoastTV News.
DelDOT plans for the present and future when you can make your voice heard. Protecting Workers, the new Delaware program just announced today.
This is CoastTV News Midday.
Good morning and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Madeline Overturf. Welcome to CoastTV News Midday. Dredging is scheduled to begin today in Ocean City. The Army Corps of Engineers will focus on the Assateague Shoal and two priority areas in the Ocean City Inlet, as well as the Isle of Wight and inlet channels. That work is set to last just about 2 weeks. Today, you have your chance to shape Delaware road future. In just a few hours, DelDOT is hosting a public workshop to discuss the 2040 Long-Range Transportation Plan. The title is Connecting Everyone Everywhere. If you're not familiar, the plan is a critical 20-year policy document that guides the investment of public funds in developing and implementing Delaware's transit. The plan is updated every 5 years. A lot has changed since then, right? And it's subject to change in federal, state, and local funding. DelDOT says the goal is to set policies and priorities that will direct DelDOT's investments and the decisions they'll make in 2040. Now, it's happening today from 12 to 2 and 4:30 to 6:30 at the Georgetown Public Library. A brand new hotel in Rehoboth Beach is trying to get bigger. The city's Board of Adjustment is meeting today to go over plans for the Coast Hotel. According to the city, the hotel plans to add 10 more rooms by increasing its building size. The hotel is located on the Avenue and 2nd Street across from the post office. That meeting will take place at 1:30 p.m. Let's go ahead and take a live look right now outside into Milford on what kind of feels like a summer day. Our first alert meteorologist, Bob Try, he joins us now with a look at our forecast. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Maddie. Good morning, Delmarva. Feeling more like June or July instead of the end of April. We jumped right from spring into summer, and pretty shocking. We're looking at temperatures in the 70s and already some lower 80s inland areas, Georgetown, Redden, Milton, and along the coast. You're mild as well. 71 Bethany Beach, Indian River Inlet right now at 76. So seeing a lot of red on the map. We're seeing westerly winds, but it looks like a sea breeze is trying to develop along the coast, and that will start to cool down for you along the coast later on. But right now, visible satellite picture showing nothing but clear skies. We've got a ridge, an upper level ridge over the top of us with sinking air. So lots of sunshine and very warm conditions by noon on Futurecast. Mid-80s inland, 60s and 70s along the coast. And as we go into the afternoon hours, here's 2 p.m., middle to upper 80s, very hot inland, 60s and 70s along the coast. And as we go into the afternoon, I think we'll start to see a sea breeze developing, and that will push an easterly flow in towards 113. So you'll be seeing some cooling conditions as we go into the evening hours, and then falling into the 70s as we go into the evening. Day part forecast does show the shifting winds as we go into about the 4 o'clock hour, so we will start a cool down into the evening. Much more on that and how long the heat wave continues, and we'll talk about a cool down and some showers coming up in just a little bit.
Thank you, Bob. New today, the Delaware Department of Labor says there's been a significant uptick in workplace deaths. The department says 17 people died in accidents on the job in Delaware, and there's a 6% rise nationwide. To combat this, the department has started free on-site safety consultations. This is specifically for businesses in industry, construction, and agriculture. In your traffic news, Salisbury is closing Monticello Avenue for a week. The city says that's for paving. Work will go from today through Friday. Turning to our international news, as hostage release talks continue in Egypt, Israel is greatly concerned that the International Criminal Court may issue arrest warrants for Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. As NBC's Raf Sanchez reports from Tel Aviv, there is also concern for senior military officials as early as this week.
With Secretary of State Antony Blinken back in the Middle East today, there is a real sense of urgency about trying to get a ceasefire deal in place before Israel carries out its threatened ground offensive in the city of Rafah. Negotiations right now focused on an Egyptian proposal that would see Hamas releasing 33 hostages from the so-called humanitarian category. So that's women, it's children, it's the elderly, it's people with serious medical conditions, in exchange for a temporary ceasefire and the release of Palestinian prisoners. Earlier proposals had talked about 40 hostages, but Hamas has indicated that it may not have 40 living hostages who fit those criteria. Now, there is a Hamas delegation in Cairo today. An Israeli official tells me it's possible that Israeli negotiators will head to the Egyptian capital tomorrow, depending on the progress in those talks. Meanwhile, an Israeli official tells me Israel is deeply concerned that the International Criminal Court could issue arrest warrants for Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, the defense minister, and senior Israeli military officers, potentially as early as this week. That official says Israel is working through diplomatic channels to try to make sure those warrants are not issued. It would not mean the immediate arrest of Prime Minister Netanyahu, but it could make it difficult for him to travel to Europe, to other locations that are signatories to the International Criminal Court, and it would put him in the same category as Vladimir Putin, who faces an arrest warrant for alleged war crimes committed in Ukraine. Raf Sanchez, NBC News, Tel Aviv.
Coming up on Coast TV News, internet loss, and not the inconvenient kind. The impending deadline for a huge program. Coast TV News Midday returns after this.
Every family deserves a cozy mattress, a table to gather, and a space to relax. At Alton Brothers, credit problems are no problem. Alton's in-house financing works with you to get the furniture you deserve. Proudly helping families for over 75 years. Alton Brothers Home Furnishings in Salisbury.
Life, constantly moving forward. But with Medicare approaching, take it from Highmark. Life's also about looking back, building on what's good and reliable from your past to create something for the future that's still familiar, true, and kind of effortless. That's how Highmark's always approached healthcare, too. Constantly innovating to bring you a Medicare experience that fits your life, now and moving forward. Because life. Highmark.
When I decided to have my kitchen done, I knew I wanted it done professionally, and that's when I contacted Ellen. She took me to the Delmarva Design Center.
From the moment I bring a customer into Delmarva Design Center, the ideas start to flow. First thing we do is take a stroll around the showroom so we can look at all the different vignettes to get ideas of what they like and see what they react to.
For each of the different aspects that I wanted to change in my kitchen, there were experts here, and everyone was so helpful. They listened to what I had to say, and they had great ideas that helped me put together exactly what I wanted for my kitchen.
My goal is to have the customer enjoy their space as quickly as possible, and Delmarva Design Center helps me do that.
My kitchen is one of my favorite places now. It's something that I use every single day of my life. I'm elated with my experience at the Delmarva Design Center.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
Bright yellow dandelions, a clear signal that the time for prevention is now, for crabgrass and clover are soon to follow. Hillside Lawn Service has been making lawns around the Chesapeake healthier and weed-free for over 30 years. They don't mow it, they grow it. Hillside certified agronomists test your soil, apply exactly what it needs and nothing it doesn't. Their high-efficiency formulas help protect our waterways. Switch to Hillside now and get $25 off their annual maintenance program. Call Hillside Lawn Service for your free assessment.
Do you like fluffy stuff? Alton Brothers has the fluffy sofa, fluffy chase, fluffy sectional, and fluffy swivel chair in all the fluffy colors. Get fluffy at Alton Brothers Home Furnishings in Salisbury today.
New today, World Central Kitchen is set to resume its humanitarian operations in Gaza. This after 7 aid workers were killed by Israeli airstrikes. Officials with World Central Kitchen say they have more than 200 trucks carrying enough supplies for almost 8 million meals ready to enter Gaza through the Rafah crossing and from Jordan. And the organization says it's also looking to add new sea routes to bring supplies into the region. The aid organization, founded by Chef Jose Andres, suspended all deliveries of food and other critical supplies after the April 1st attack on an aid convoy. Nearly 60 million Americans may no longer be able to afford internet this week. A government program that helps keep low-income households online, it's set to run out of money by Wednesday, and the bill to extend the program is stalled in Congress. It's called the Affordable Connectivity Program, or ACP. It's a 2021 pandemic-era benefit that helps Americans afford internet access, and it's extra crucial for rural Americans. Taylor Swift is once again outdoing herself. Her latest double album, the Tortured Poets department, has debuted at #1 on the Billboard's 200 chart. The music has racked up more than 2.6 million sales in its first week. Tortured Poets is Swift's 14th album to reach #1. Swift told fans her mind is blown and thanked them for embracing her new music. Swift is now tied with Jay-Z for the second most #1 albums by a recording artist. You want to guess #1? It's the Beatles with 19 top albums.
Beatles are tough to top. Absolutely. The beaches are the place to be today, Maddie. Tunnel and Razor Camp, gorgeous out there today. 79 in Lewis. You'll top out near 80 degrees, then the sea breeze kicks in and you'll cool back down into the 70s. We have a couple of warm days and then a cool down, then a chance of some showers into the midweek time period. Nothing all that significant. Here's your UV index brought to us by Ocean City. We're in the high to very high range in the next several days. Very high range today. It's an 8. Burn time is 20 minutes. So we're in that very high range today, tomorrow, and Thursday, and then the high range Wednesday and Friday. So use a higher SPF on the midday shade. Limit your time outdoors. Much more on our very warm temperatures coming up after the break.
Social Security and Medicare aren't just handed to us.
We've earned them.
Hour by hour.
Day by day.
Paycheck by paycheck.
They aren't plans.
They're a promise.
Made to every American. Every American.
And we're not gonna let anyone
break it.
Break it.
Break it.
Neither will I.
And you can consider that a promise too. David Trone will stand up to Republicans looking to strip the safety net seniors depend on. And there's no backing down.
I'm David Trone, and I approve this message.
Honor cyclists and loved ones who were injured or lost their lives as a result of vehicle cyclist crashes. Join us for the Maryland Eastern Shore Ride of Silence Wednesday, May 15th at 6 p.m. As part of May Bike Month, we're bringing attention to drivers and cyclists sharing the road. Start and finish at Unity Square in Salisbury. Helmets are required and lights front and back are encouraged. For more information, visit the Ride of Silence Maryland Eastern Shore Facebook page.
Meet us downtown and shop till you drop. The Rehoboth Beach Dewey Beach Chamber of Commerce and Visitor Center announces their 41st annual Spring Sidewalk Sale. Join us Friday, May 3rd through Sunday, May 5th. Shop downtown Rehoboth Beach and Resort area for a tax-free shopping extravaganza. Save on everything from clothes to accessory and gift items. And bring your husband. Waiting at the beach isn't half bad. And parking is free. Join us downtown at the Rehoboth Beach Dewey Beach Chamber of Commerce and Visitor Center annual Spring Sidewalk Sale. Friday, May 3rd through Sunday, May 5th.
Hi, this is Amber Brazier. Welcome to Brazier's Carpet Care. Drop off your rugs today or have us pick them up and let our state-of-the-art cleaning plant do the rest. Many methods are used to clean rugs, from air dusting to remove fine soil to soaking in our whirlpool. Hand-knotted rugs are carefully washed, rinsed with cold water and wrung out, followed by a trip through the centrifuge before entering our controlled temperature drying room. We also repair all types of rugs from braided to hand-knotted. Quality cleaning by people who care. That's Brazier's Carpet Care.
Be careful when getting quotes for a new roof. There may be important things left out. Always ask, are they properly licensed and insured? Are they installing the proper amount of ice and water shield? Are they removing and replacing your siding to install new flashing? Are they checking the attic and soffit for ventilation? Are they protecting your home during installation? When you choose Spicer Brothers, you can have peace of mind that your new roof and all the details will be professionally installed for a lifetime.
To learn more, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
The calendar says April 29th, but it feels more like June 29th or July 29th today. Unbelievable warmth out there. Here's our Tyndall's Casual Furniture Karen from Laurel. 78 degrees, and it just has that look of summer. A hazy sky right now, kind of a powdery blue. And we're warming up well into the 80s inland areas, probably upper 80s before it's all said and done. Will it be a record? I don't think so. The record high in Georgetown in 2017 was 91. I'm expecting a high in Georgetown of 87. However, if the sea breeze kicks in a little later, could be a little warmer than that. But I think we're falling shy, but nonetheless, still very, very warm. Average high now is 71. I'm expecting a high right around 87 and then 85 on Tuesday. Then if you're tired of this little taste of summer, it cools down into Wednesday, 76, 71 Thursday, and 72 72 on Friday. That's cooler, but that's where we should be for this time of year as we move into the month of May. Our temperature map turning pretty red right now with 70s and 80s across the board. 82 in Milton, 81 in Georgetown, 76 Indian River Inlet, 72 right now in Rehoboth, and Lewis at 79. Winds are coming out of the west on the land, but along the coast, looks like we're trying to develop a sea breeze, and eventually we will, which will start to suppress those temperatures later in the day. But our visible satellite picture showing nothing but clear skies as we have an upper level ridge over the top of us, and with that upper level ridge, that is sinking air and warming air with the high pressure over us and lots of sunshine. Any kind of storminess is up and around us right now, and of course we've been hearing in the news across the plains about deadly tornadoes. Their weather not as severe today, but still seeing some showers out there as a front is dividing the very warm air from the cold air to the west. So here's Futurecast at noon. Temperatures well into the 80s inland, 60s and 70s along the coast. 2 p.m. mid to upper 80s, flirting with 90 in some places, but along the coast it's cooler. Then I think we start to see that sea breeze cooling us off as we go into the evening. That'll feel good. Just how far inland does it come? It's hard to tell, but we'll be cooling through the 70s and eventually into the 60s overnight. By Tuesday morning, we're in the low 60s. And tomorrow, a mix of sun and clouds, not as hot, but still pretty warm with mid to upper 80s and even some 80s along the coast. And as we go into Tuesday evening, we will start to increase the clouds. You can see the sea breeze starting to move in this afternoon, and then it just becomes a southwest wind and an offshore wind as we go into Tuesday and then into early Wednesday. And on Wednesday, there will be a front coming through, maybe a few showers, not a soaking rain. Unfortunately, we could use the rain. Then it looks like Thursday and Friday, a mix of sun and clouds and cooler. 87 this afternoon, quite toasty, 62 tonight, and then 85 on your Tuesday. Here's your Paul Davis 7-day forecast. Wednesday cools off, 76, some showers and storms, hopefully some soaking rain, and then lower 70s Thursday, Friday into the weekend. Looks like our next rain chance comes in on Sunday with a high of 72.
Thank you so much. Ever heard of the wealth gap? New statistics just out offer a glimpse into Americans' finances. Coming up on Coast TV News Midday.
Hey there, Delmarva. Here's what's coming up Monday at 4 on Coast Life. Massive tomahawk steaks, burgers the size of your face, and more. We are checking out the delicious menu at Ocean 13. And if your goals for 2024 include becoming a Pilates princess, we've got the workout plan for you. All that fun is coming up Monday at 4 on Coast Life.
Tonight at 6, the much-awaited new patrol station at Rehoboth Beach faces delays. How dredging in Ocean City will enhance boat access and local marine life. Plus, as temperatures climb, a new tool from NOAA promises to keep you ahead of the heat. Coming up on Coast TV News at 6.
Did you know that named storms could add a wind damage deductible to your insurance claim? And the assessed value of your home is different than replacement cost? Know your policy and your deductibles. Review your coverage before disaster strikes. And if you do suffer damage, call the experts, Riptide Restoration, to guide you through the insurance process and help you maximize your benefits.
For more information, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
Whether it's your first time betting or you've been gambling for years, have a plan and know the game. Be aware of the rules and odds before you gamble. Set a budget and never gamble with money you can't afford to lose. Take a break and consider teaming up with trusted friends to help you stick to your budget. Remember, if you or a loved one has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER 24/7 or go to helpmygamblingproblem.org for free confidential services.
Dive into the extraordinary this spring at Bella Terrace Garden Center. Discover rare wonders, vibrant annuals, perennials, a wide range of native plants, and lush tropicals. With over 20 years of expertise, trust us to elevate your curb appeal. Explore our website and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for insider tips, inspiration, and exclusive deals that will take your gardening to the next level. Experience the possibilities at our garden center right off Route 16 between Milton and Allendale.
Hey, Linda, come check out my bathroom remodel. I'm having it done by those guys on TV. They do everything.
Paint me green and call me a cucumber. I thought they was gonna spice up your bathroom, Cletus. You should have called Peninsula Bath.
Listen, Linda, you made the right choice.
At Peninsula Bath, we do bathroom remodeling, and that's it. Top quality, competitively priced, and customer focused, and ready when you are. Thank you, Peninsula Bath.
Stay ahead of our ever-changing coastal climate with the CoastTV First Alert Weather Team. Our team is always at work to deliver the accurate forecasts you need. With us, the weather is more than a forecast. It's a part of life.
In case you didn't know, the month of May is recognized as Small Business Month in Delaware. And Small Business Week, it actually started yesterday. According to a state release, there are nearly 28,000 small businesses in the first state. And get this, they provide jobs to half of the state's workforce. There's a number of grants and trainings available to small businesses as well this month. Speaking with Money News, the average wealth gap between white families and Black and Hispanic families topped $1 million in 2022. That's according to a new report from the Urban Institute. According to research, the average wealth of white families was over $1.3 million. That's compared to the average of $227,000 for Hispanic families and $211,000 for Black families. The report cites differences in earnings among races and genders, as well as disparities when it comes to saving for retirement and emergencies for the wealth gap. Coming up, a look at one new Olympic milestone competitor when CoastTV News Midday returns.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism, somewhere to smile about.
On Wednesday, May 15th, vote for your favorite chef at the 10th anniversary celebration Top Chef of the Culinary Coast event to benefit Meals on Wheels Lewis Rehoboth. The fun begins at 6 p.m. at Ivy and Dewey Beach, when you'll enjoy live music and feast on the area's best culinary creations and local spirits. Get your tickets online at mealsonwheelslr.org or call Meals on Wheels at 302-645-7449.
You need to lose weight, but you hate lugging out that big blender for a healthy shake. Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. Designed like this shake bottle you take to the gym, it has the motor and blades built right into the lid. Bionic Blade quickly creates smooth drinks just like the big blenders. But this is portable, so you can make a shake anywhere. Make pina coladas right by poolside. Even grind coffee beans and make a quick, refreshing iced coffee pick-me-up on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99 and we'll even ship it to you free. But wait, order now and get 2 sipping lids, a second large blender container, plus the sports lid. Yours free. You'll get this entire portable blending system for just $29.99. Call or click now.
To order, call 1-800-709-7148 or go to buybionicblade.com. So call 1-800-709-7148 or you can order online at buybionicblade.com.
The house as a system approach sets FLC Energy apart from everyone. Advanced equipment like blower doors and thermal camera tests allow us to pinpoint the problem areas of your home and design solutions that last a lifetime. Before and after proof of our work allows us to offer up to $7,500 in rebates, when other experts can't. From healthy homes to insulation, crawl-space encapsulations to energy audits, call FLC for control of your home's air quality, moisture, energy efficiency, and comfort.
What do you do when your tire goes flat and there's no air anywhere? You reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable power plant, smart pressure sensor, and custom nozzles. It's like the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Get your complete Bullseye Pro inflation system for just $79.99 and get free shipping. Plus, we'll give you a 50% discount on a second one. Order now.
Sunny Choi has a name that fits her disposition. She has a bright personality with a shiny smile to match. Ahmed Fareed shows us how you might be surprised she is one of the fiercest breakers out there as her sport debuts at the Olympics this summer.
I dance with a really big smile on my face most of the time, and that's actually not particularly common in break culture because everyone's trying to like rip your head off basically in a battle, and here I am like, hi.
A year ago, Sunny was working long hours as an executive at one of the world's largest beauty companies, and breaking was her passion on the side. But the Olympics, they've presented a new path.
I had always had a corporate job and I was financially stable through that. And when they announced the Olympics, it took me some time, but I realized that that was kind of the goal that I had always had in my mind ever since I was a baby. So I quit my job to pursue the Olympics full time. Breaking is definitely art and sport. I feel like you cannot take away the physical demands of breaking that is required in most sport. There's also the element of us not knowing the music. It's whatever the DJ decides. And so you just have to be ready for it. That's something that's interesting to me, that element of surprise. But I feel like even my personality, I am probably a little bit that way. You wouldn't guess that I'm a breaker if you just looked at me.
That is pretty cool. Well, the Paris Olympics begin July 26th, and you can watch them only here on Coast TV.
That is pretty cool to see breakdancing at the Olympics. How about that? We're seeing a beautiful day in Salisbury, summer-like day, 77 on our Tidal Health Cam. Lots of sunshine. You're warming well into the 80s. Well, maybe that sea breeze getting your way as we go into the afternoon. A couple of more warm days and then cooling off, some showers possible midweek and then a bigger cool down. Another way to get your forecast is the Coast TV First Alert weather phone. Call 443-880-9100. It's sponsored by Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico. Your 10-day forecast coming up next.
For 30 years, I've been fighting for Maryland.
The man with the guts to stand up to Biden, Robin Ficker.
Biden's let 7.2 million illegals into our country. That's more than all of Maryland. I'll stand with President Trump to secure the border, declare war on the cartels, and ban welfare for illegals.
Veteran, conservative fighter, Robin Ficker for Senate.
I'm Robin Ficker, and I approve this message.
Positive, focused,
supportive, and goal-oriented. These are just a few qualities of coaches who inspire their athletes.
Each month, the Preston Automotive Group will select a coach who makes a difference and make a $500 donation to their organization. Then at the end of the year, 3 of these coaches will receive an extra donation to their program.
Nominate your coach today at DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com under the Features tab.
Delmarva Sports Network Coach Who Makes a Difference. Brought to you by Preston Automotive Group.
Elevate your business and engage more customers with Draper Media. Our diverse network of media properties such as WBOC, Coast TV, 93.5 The Beach, and 102.5 WBOC reaches over 500,000 Delmarva residents across various channels like television, radio, social media, and digital platforms. Enhance your brand's visibility across the Delmarva region with Draper Media. Our passionate team of media specialists and content creators are dedicated to showcasing your brand through engaging commercials, dynamic drone footage, eye-catching graphic and web design, and social media branding. Share your brand story on our popular programs, capturing the attention of your target audience. Trust your brand with Draper Media, a family-oriented company serving the Delmarva community. Contact Frank Hamilton today at fhamilton@wboc.com to get started.
Shower Glass. Our name says it all. We provide the best custom shower glass on the shore in a fraction of the time, and our reviews prove it.
Shower Glass delivers the best fit, finish, and fastest service.
Reliable scheduling, competitive pricing, the best in the business.
They're the only one we call for Shower Glass.
Frameless beauty with speed, accuracy, and lifetime warranties. Shower Glass. It's all we do. Visit showerglassdoors.net to schedule your free consultation.
Get ready for the fastest deals on 4 wheels during Pohanka Ford's 5-day flash sale. Today through Tuesday, get financing as low as 1.9% for 60 months on a new Escape or up to 72 months on a new F-150 for 5 days only. Buy any new Ford and make no payments till summer and get more for your trade than anywhere else on Delmarva. But hurry, these deals will be gone in a flash. The flash sale at Pohanka Ford of Salisbury.
Feeling like summer this afternoon, dress appropriately and stay hydrated with water. Upper 80s inland, I think we fall shy of a record with 70s at the beaches. And then I think we will see a sea breeze kicking in later this afternoon and this evening, starting to drop our temperatures from the 80s and into the 70s. Here's your Paul Davis 10-day forecast. 80s today and tomorrow. Cools off Wednesday with some showers and storms. 76 and then lower 70s after that into the weekend. Maybe some showers by Sunday.
Thank you, Bob, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News Midday. Don't forget to join us for Coast TV News at 5. Have a great day.